Ivy League stripper, too.
Bitch!
She wrote the book. Actually, the first published stripper to have worked her way through school by stripping. I mean, you've heard it a million times. It actually happened, and it was who was only doing it to put herself through college. Sounds like kind of a line, but in this case, no. Heidi Mattson, the Ivy League stripper.
I know, yeah.
She put herself through Brown University, an Ivy League school, by stripping. And she's written a book, The Ivy League Stripper, and I guess there's going to be some kind of a movie. And I think it's worth checking into, see if someone actually did put themselves through school via stripping.
Hello?
Is this the Ivy League stripper?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Man, oh, man.
Drew and Mike calling on WRIF radio in Detroit.
Good morning.
So you're not going to say anything stupid like some of the strippers we talked to.
Oh, please.
When you were stripping and, guys would want not only for you to strip for them, but the companionship, would you talk about stuff like Bach or the American Revolution? Or...
Let me tell you, my mother asked me that once, actually. I said to her, I had a sore knee, but I'd gone into work anyways. And I said, no, I didn't dance. I actually found a customer who just paid me to sit and talk all night.
Right.
I made $500-something. My mom was like, what? Oh, my God. And you had to dirty talk that whole time? She's imagining me, like, talking sex for 8 hours.
Right.
Oh, no. We talked about cars. We talked about the weather. I mean, and sometimes the guys, they think that if they're talking about something really intellectual, then, that it's classier. So, I've talked about classical music before.
Right, and probably that particular guy that you were with probably was convinced you absolutely adored him and were falling in love with him.
Mm-hmm. They choose to be deluded.
Yeah.
Now, you're smart. You're an Ivy League stripper. Didn't you start to feel guilty when you knew that you were stringing these guys on and maybe they were going deep into debt and they had families at home that were starving?
Yeah, well, when I had customers that I felt were very easily exploited and they were like the sad cases, I would personally avoid them. I mean, you have 100+ guys to choose from every night to take their money. And personally, I would take money from the people who understood what was going on. I had a much better time with the guys who understood, hey, $20 gets you a song, see you later, have a nice night, and it's light and fun. It's those the Waldos, I call them, those people who take it so seriously.
Right.
Those ones I did avoid, but of course, yeah, I took some of their money too.
Sure, they just sit there with that weird glassy stare and a boner,
They're all supposedly responsible citizens. I can't take care of them.
No.
I'm there for business.
Right.
So, Heidi,
I can choose, though, how far I exploit it and just how, manipulative I am. I mean, there are measures. There's degrees.
But, again, that's the nature of the beast, really.
Manipulation, absolutely.
Sure.
in your book, The Ivy League Stripper, now, you actually claim in print, this may be the first time it's been in print.
Oh, my God, what is this?
That you stripped to work your way through college. Don't all the strippers say that, though?
Oh, it's become a great gimmick. I was at the club, actually, that I used to work at about a year ago doing an interview, and I heard backstage through the managers that the strippers were actually fighting over the use of my name because it came with such a connotation. I'm Heidi the stripper. Yeah, I go to an Ivy League school.
Right.
What was
it's a gimmick.
What was your stripping name?
My stripping name was Heidi. I used my own name.
You can't do that.
It's supposed to be
but you know what?
Well,
Nobody believed.
You think you're too smart to have a real stripper name?
I knew I was going to run into people that I knew, and I didn't want to be up there and calling myself Deja Vu.
Right.
So they let me get away with it.
Because it is really comical, really, how that is really the thing. The fact that, this sexy little college girl, and she, hard times, and she had to resort to this, and then the guys just really just go gonzo at that. I guess the idea being that, well, really, this is an innocent girl. This is a girl that would normally just be on the street, maybe a secretary or whatever.
It's just
she's not like
their fantasy.
Yeah, it's not like she's a pro or a slut or a prostitute or cheap or, you know what I mean? And then in their mind, it's like, wow, it's just this one moment in her life when I get to see everything she owns, and then she'll be off in a professional career woman, and it'll be all covered up, and it'll be over.
That's absolutely it. I mean,
Yeah.
you got it right there. But you know what? I had a lot of customers. People would ask me questions about, what do you do? Why are you here? Da da da. And sometimes I'd answered it, with the whole story. Well, I'm at Brown, and it costs a lot of money, and I get sick and tired of doing it the other way.
Right.
And they'd be like, "No way, you're lying. Your name's not Heidi. Your hair's not blonde. Your eyes aren't blue. You don't really go to college." And I'd say, "You know what? $20 for a song, yes or no?"
Right.
I'm not there to spread a noble story. In fact, to just spend all her money at the mall, then she has just as much right to be a stripper as I do. I mean, you don't have to be, fighting for the custody of your daughter to justify stripping.
What about at the university? Did the word get out, and did the teachers look at you a weird way, or a professor make an inappropriate pass
No, they just
at
showed
you
up
or
at the
anything?
club.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, a lot of people showed up at the club, but on campus,
Yeah.
my professors were actually, they had an academic interest. They wanted to. I was writing about it in some of my
I'd
writing.
like to do a study about this. Why don't you come over to my place and wear something really kinky, and
That's
we'll do
right.
it.
It will start with a cavity search.
The students were very titillated and intimidated. They were afraid to talk to me about it, but they talked a lot behind my back.
But like slut and stuff or whatever?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, how often did you put out for your customers?
Just like half the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever put out for a customer?
No.
Yeah.
No?
Well, actually, though.
What if you were in a lab course and your books were going to be really expensive, and you knew, $500 if you do this guy in the parking lot?
Oh, well, number one, there was nothing like that happening in the parking lot, but of course there were opportunities all of the time for, extracurricular sort of stuff. But, I mean, there has to be a line. Yeah, certain things felt okay to me, and other things would not feel okay. And what felt okay was being a stripper. I did not have a problem with that.
When
and
you
then
were
just having fun.
When you were stripping, were you doing the lap dances?
No, this was before the lap dances. The club now has them. But
So how did you make your money?
table dancing, $20, standing on a pedestal. And everywhere.
Okay, but so you couldn't sit down in their lap and
No.
they'd nuzzle your breast and stuff?
No.
Yeah, because that's
come
what I was-
on, you know they did.
Because that's what we've noticed about the lap dance. I mean, that's of course, the big problem around here these days. But the thing of it is that when it was going on rampantly, that's what was strange is to see the chicks. I mean, that they'd just climb on a guy, and the guy would end up, nuzzling their boobs, kissing them, grabbing their butt, and of course, there's a girl just
fresh from being nuzzled by some other guy.
Absolutely. The saliva is still wet on her boob from the creep in the corner, and there she is, pelvic thrusting on some guy's boner, and some of these guys actually getting off.
I think that's becoming much more popular these days because stripping has become a bigger industry, and there's too many clubs in each city. They're competing with each other, and the quality is dropping, and the service is going up.
Hey, do you mean to tell me that you would just stand on a pedestal in front of a guy and they give you $20 for a song?
Yes, that's the absurdity of it. That's the shocking
come on.
thing in the book.
Was $20? They don't even charge $20 for a table dance, do they?
In Providence,
See, now,
Rhode
Dre
Island,
got
they
me.
do.
It's been a while now.
Really? Are you that hot?
no.
I mean, as far as strippers go, are you pretty much average or?
Well, you don't have the book there? You don't have pictures?
No, I don't.
No. That's the drag. Describe yourself. That's better yet.
A very young Terry Garr.
Very young Terry Garr. See,
You're not bloated yet, like Terry Garr?
No.
No.
What color eyes?
Blue eyes, blonde hair, 5'6",
How much you weigh?
athletic build.
Got some jugs?
No.
No.
jugs?
No.
How could you get $20 for a table dance?
Must have a great.
Attitude.
No, that's got to be beautiful butt and legs.
Yeah.
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 Why didn't you get implants?
Because you don't need them.
You don't.
But doesn't every stripper have implants?
Well, some of
What
them
kind
do,
of an
but
Ivy League stripper are you?
They're absolutely unnecessary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it totally nude dancing?
It's topless only.
Topless. See, there's another thing.
Can't get over the $20.
$20, and then there's
What
a
kind of
G-string.
morons? I didn't know New Englanders were that stupid. I thought they were supposed to be smarter.
They're not even getting. They're right. They're not seeing crotches or anything. That's just boobs.
It's just a tease.
Wow.
All it was. I mean, there was nothing even close to service at this place.
Hey, so
All
now,
dancing things, that's getting into the service arena, I think.
Heidi, the Ivy League stripper, and there's a movie coming soon, and I understand, let's see, Tori Spelling. Don't let Tori Spelling play
She
you.
came to us. We didn't go to her, believe me.
Well,
Why would she played a hooker in some other TV movie, and I was thinking, why? I wouldn't, I mean,
Yeah.
if she paid me for sex, I wouldn't want it.
yeah, that's what everybody was saying. She's not
She's
attractive.
apparently a very nice person.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. She's got gigantic bug eyes that are just absolutely. She looks like an idiot, and she has no body, and her dad's a prick.
Well, we've been talking with Josie Bissett, actually.
Oh, from
Who's that?
Melrose Place, Jane on Melrose Place.
Jane.
Oh, she'd be great.
Jane.
Do you look like her?
Mm-hmm.
No kidding.
Really?
She's a little taller, though. She's, got that model thing going.
What about Jenny Garth? Now, I
Yeah,
guess.
she's been brought up as well.
Wow.
Yeah, go with Jane. I think that'd be better.
Yeah, I like that. I like her.
But-
Sarah Jessica Parker would be likely, too, but...
She looks really ugly sometimes, though. She can either look great or
Sometimes.
terrible.
Yeah, her personality, though, is, smart, sexy, and kind of funny.
Heidi, is this going to be a TV movie or a TV so we won't see Josie Bissett half nude?
I
Man.
don't think so. It's going to be primetime NBC.
Oh, make it a feature film.
Yeah.
It'll do much better.
Right now, it's in development for a movie of the week. A feature film is always a possibility.
So we're not going to see any boobs or anything.
on TV.
How can you have a movie about a stripper on network TV? Heidi, I thought you were
Can't.
supposed to be smart.
God
You
Almighty.
need to read the book and you'll understand.
Okay, well,
A
tell
lot
me
more to it.
Tell me what the incredible revelations from your book.
No, you'll have to read it.
Well, now,
How about
just tell me
one?
a couple. You got to tease us a little bit so people will buy the book.
Kept it a secret from my parents for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
The money was absolutely incredible.
How much did you make a year?
You can make $2,000 in a week.
No
Wow.
kidding.
That's $100,000. Oh, wait, I got a great plot line for you. Maybe this is in the book. If not, make an addendum and put this in the book.
Yeah.
Your parents found out when your father came to the strip joint.
Oh.
That's too obvious.
Okay, how about this?
And then all of a sudden it was Daddy's Little Girl. That would be the name of the movie. Daddy's Little
I think it's been done,
It
actually.
would be Well, Well, Well. That would be the title of the movie. All grown up now and nude in front of creeps with boners.
Wait, how about this? This might be even better. You went off the edge. Again, you had a lab. Books are really expensive supplies. So you decided to do a couple of tricks. And who's the trick but your dad?
This sounds like Fox,
Yeah. Sounds like a ratings grabber, really.
So how did your dad find out?
I told my parents in person because it was getting around the time when I had publishers responding to my book proposal, and it was becoming a legitimate, business thing in the publishing world.
Well, that's not very honest. What kind of a shallow relationship is that? You don't
Well,
tell
we
your
didn't have
parents
a very
until you're
close
about to cash in.
Well, that way when you tell them, you can keep bringing up the money. And